Okay, how you doing? So, I'm back with this guy again. You can hear the aeroplanes. You can see the surroundings, which must mean that we are in
At the Windsor Castle.
in the Windsor Castle.
Oh.
In the Windsor Castle.
Right.
In
We're
the
actually in the Windsor
We're
Castle.
in Windsor Castle. Right?
After hours, hanging
After
out.
hours. We have these passes, right? There's no other way that we'd be able to get in dressed like this, doing what we're doing. But see this building here, right? This kind of orangey building. Guess what's happening there tomorrow?
I don't know, tell them.
Tomorrow we're doing a workshop on personal branding, storytelling to some entrepreneurs for the Rothschilds Foundation.
Yep.
And this guy's come all the way over. And what are you going to talk about?
I don't know. I'm going to break down some pitches. Going to talk to some entrepreneurs.
He's going to break down some pitches.
Pitches! Okay, anyways, go on.
I'm going to talk about branding. But what I really wanted to ask you, and you probably don't know what I'm going to ask you, as always, right?
Okay.
It came into my head. Now, we do these conferences, and I always hear you talking about business. And one of the interesting things that I thought was your definition on things like being a business person, what's a hustle, what's a hustler, a freelancer, gig economy, because it seems that more so than ever, like, you know, you see all of these articles, and we talk about it ourselves, about there being no job for life, multiple career paths, you're going to change your job several times, career paths, you know, freelancers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it was around like 2005
Okay.
that I thought I need to find some way to be more independent and stable, and I kind of went the route of wanting to explore freelancing, right? Doing a PhD, you know, teaching at more than one university, doing marketing consultancy, because I thought if I'm getting money from several sources, this would be a safer bet than working for one company. But then I think it was about 2006, you set up your own business.
2007. Yeah.
Okay, it's 2007, you set up a vegan Thai company, right?
Okay. Yep.
And that seems like you went a different route, because I thought to myself, why do I want to have a premises with products, employ people in a, you know, kind of unstable markets? I would just invest in myself, trust myself, hire myself, and that kind of made more sense to me. And then you broke it down, and it kind of made me rethink, right? So you spoke about the difference between having a business and being a freelancer. And it links to LinkedIn, right? Because you were saying that there are some people on LinkedIn that talk about having their own business or company, and when you looked at their profiles or the descriptors, you said, no, they're just freelancers. And I said, what do you mean by that? So,
No, actually, it said they were self-employed.
okay, they were self-employed.
Oh.
So break some of those words down.
Okay, so to, I guess, recap that conversation that we had, that's pretty much what you're bringing up. Like,
Yeah.
for me to- So on LinkedIn, you have all these people, like we had another vlog about entrepreneurs and how I don't like the word and how everyone is one now. And because everyone is one, no one really is one now. Because the real are mixed up with the fake. And you have all these different words. So I started having to categorize them in my own mind differently. And what you were talking about in regard to the self-employed people or hustlers or freelancers. People, okay, so let me break it all down, right?
Okay.
So there are 4 different kinds of people. But I'm gonna so when you are a person that is a freelancer, right? You're someone who is a hired gun. Someone comes to you and they say, we need to do X, Y, and Z because you're an expert in X, Y, and Z. Could you do that for us? These people, when they say I'm a business owner, you're not really a business owner. Because since you're a hired gun, my thing is this, and this is the rule. If you go on vacation, does your money go on vacation? Meaning, when you go and hang out in the Bahamas, does your money stop? Because if it stops, then you're more self-employed freelancer. You're not a business person. A business person is someone who has built a system so that when he's in the Bahamas, he wakes up in the morning, looks at his phone or his laptop or whatever.
Or her.
True. I just use that for convenience. The person will look at, see, now it becomes difficult. Her.
Just say her then.
Okay.
Just say her.
Okay, so
Speaking the feminine.
she then opens up her laptop, looks at her smartphone, opens up her app to see her bank account, and wow, there's more money. That's a business owner.
Okay, so
That-
let me just kind of ask for clarification, because
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Just in case there are people out there saying, "What if?" Now we have people on the beaches of Bali with
Okay.
Wi-Fi in cafes that would say, "No, you know what? I can still make money on the beach because I'm logged in wherever I am in the world,
Yeah.
and I can still do the work. I don't have to be freelancing in your office,
Yeah.
in your city. I can be in a different time zone and make money. So I'm a business person."
So that's a digital nomad, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is that when your blood, sweat, and tears is what makes you money,
Yeah.
you're an employee. You're self-employed.
Okay,
Because
so-
an employee is someone who makes a boss, a CEO rich. This person that you're talking about
Okay.
is someone who is a hired gun.
Yeah.
When he says, I'm not going to take any more gigs, his money stops.
Okay,
her money
so
stops.
to make that clear, we're not talking about whether you're in the office or working from home.
Yeah, it's
or
not
from
about
the beach.
location.
It's about
Effort.
You get paid for the physical work that you do.
It's not mental. It could be mental or physical. Yeah.
Sorry, but basically
Yeah.
what I mean is, like, if you're a graphic designer or
Yep.
a copywriter or a management consultant or a lecturer, or you mark essays or any of
Yeah.
those sorts of things, you're getting paid for the hours that you
Yeah.
spend doing that thing.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right. So that's what you're talking about when
Yeah.
you say, okay, you're a hired gun.
Yeah.
What if somebody, this is the second part, what if somebody said, okay, but I do it with such frequency with so many clients, I've created a business around myself. It is a business.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A business person, a business owner, not so much an entrepreneur, because entrepreneur, you can actually be involved, and it depends, right? Because like for me, for example, my business runs autonomously. Like it runs without me. I have a team, they do it. I wake up. I'm that person that I talked
Okay.
about. I look into my bank account, I look into my app. My system that I built makes me money. I can be
Okay.
so where this digital nomad and me are, say we're both sitting on or laying on the beach.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to look into her laptop and do some work. Yes, she gets to have a beautiful view. Yes, she's like having a nice drink, but she's having to work while I literally can be off.
Okay. Because your business is online
Because
and
it's the
you
system.
sell products.
So it's all about blood, sweat, and tears. If your effort is making you money, you have to remember that when your effort stops, you stop making money. But see, then as a business owner, your system makes you
So
money.
it's not just about the fact that you sell products, because you just made me think about something, which is you could have a physical store, a bricks and mortar store,
Yeah.
and when you close the shutter and you go on that beach, it's not making you money. But
Yeah.
you're talking about a system where you have an online business.
Or even if you had like that shop,
Okay.
right? That you got to a point of profitability, healthy profitability, that you can leave that shop that you open where you can have workers and it runs
Okay,
on
so
its
you
own.
employ other people. So
Yes.
So what if there was a freelancer?
Okay.
Let's just pick a graphic designer.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Subcontracts to other graphic designers.
That
and
becomes
it's
a business. That becomes a business owner.
They become a business person.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's what I'm saying. It's about creating, establishing a structure
Yeah.
that creates revenue for you while you relax. That's
Okay.
a business owner, right? Everyone else.
that
that's
kind of makes everyone feel like, wow, imagine that.
Yeah, no, because
Thought bubble. Okay.
the thing is, when we were on LinkedIn, you see all these people that are, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, oh, I have a business, oh, I own companies. And it's like, if you think about it, and to a large extent, a lot of people are self-employed.
Yeah.
Because for us to get our store off the ground, we got to work in it. Yes, we're an entrepreneur, whatever sexy label people want to use nowadays, but we're in the grind every day. But once you get to a point where you're like, I can actually walk away from this and open another store, or open another venture, or extend the brand, or start a whole new line, then you become a business owner, because now you're in the mindset of someone who is signing the front of checks, not the back
Okay.
of checks.
All right, so here's
There's
another
a difference.
I'm going to put him on the spot constantly to see how sharp this guy is. Let's see if he stands up. So, people talk about side hustles now.
Okay.
Yeah? What defines something as a side hustle, and when could it cross over? So, what I'm saying is, right, the thing that you could be selling jewelry online,
Yeah.
and you've got a regular 9 to 5,
Yeah.
or even you're a graphic designer. We'll pick on graphic designers again, right? but you design things on the side, like
Yeah.
like is there a particular definition as to what a side hustle is, and how could you decide whether something should be your main revenue source?
Okay, so let me talk about the word hustler. Right?
Okay.
People use the word hustle. I hustle. There's a difference between a hustler and a business owner. Okay. Okay. Hustlers are people who will make money any kind of way. If I can find 10 chairs, flip them for a $5 profit on each one, then I'm gonna hustle that. Oh, I got some extra tires. Oh, I got some shoes. Oh, I found some stuff on Amazon, eBay. This is someone who is hustling in every shape, form, or fashion, any product, idea, service. If there's a way to make money, I'm gonna make money. That's a hustler.
Graphic designer, stroke event manager, stroke.
Yeah, anyone that can, when you have a particular product that's presented to you, you think, I can flip this. That's a hustler. A business owner, like I said, is someone that creates a structure. Someone that has employees, someone that can look at expenses and look at their P&L and look at their margins and say, while they're on the beach, seeing that how they can expand their business. So I wanted to touch on that hustler and business owner, because a hustler does whatever to make money. Business owner is a bit more robust in their thought, in their thinking, with more foresight, because ultimately the goal is to walk away so that the system that they created makes money for them. A side hustle. To me, a side hustle is anyone that has a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6 or whatever you want to call it. After hours at the Windsor Castle, you know, the Royal Guards, they have lives outside, and this guy is riding
We've
a motorcycle.
seen people flying drones in the courtyard, all sorts of stuff,
Side hustle is someone, and I think it's great. I think people should have side hustles, because in these unstable times where the whole employment system, the gig economy, things are shifting and changing, you should create somewhat of a net for yourself, because things are not as stable as before, right? People are going to be turning over in their jobs every 3, 5, 7 years, getting let go, outsourcing, AI, machine learning, that people, I feel, should create and establish side hustles for themselves, because, and like I said, something happens, at least you have something. And for me, for example, with Jan J, which I'll talk about in my book, so I don't actually want, let me not get into that. Let me ask you a question. Side hustle is basically, you have a 9 to 5, you have another way to make money, you make earrings, or you use some graphic design, that's a side hustle.
Should you want your side hustle, or should you think about making it your mainstream revenue source, or should you just be content with the fact that you make some money on the side?
It depends on what a person wants, right? It's all about context, because if you're single, it's different from when you're married. If you're wanting to live a particular lifestyle, it depends on what the person wants, right?
Okay.
Because some people have a very, very easy job, 9 to 5, where it's like, I don't want to quit my job because it's so easy, but I have this little side hustle where I do videos, and I'm just like, why stop it? It depends on what you want, what makes you happy.
Okay.
Anything else you... So let me.
I'm processing all of this stuff because it's quite interesting. It makes me kind of think.
So you have investors whose money makes them money, businessmen whose systems make them money, and a majority of people on LinkedIn are self-employed, meaning it's their blood, sweat, and tears that make them money.
So what's the difference between a business person and an entrepreneur?
It's the same, right? They're impresarios. They're people. What? A business?
A business person.
So a business person could be a 9 to 5,
entrepreneur.
right? A CEO, at the end of the day, he's making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
He's just a high-paid employee.
Okay.
That's a difference, right? An employee, and I actually talk about this in my book, there's a different mentality between an employee and an entrepreneur. There's a difference between a CEO and a founder. A founder is someone who actually has the idea that's in here and crystallizes it. A CEO is just someone who knows how to manage it at a very high level.
So what if you're somebody who has a corner shop,
Okay.
selling groceries,
Yeah.
a restaurant, and you do, I don't know, event management, you put on weddings, and you do photography, yeah? Are you like a hustler, a business person, or are you an entrepreneur?
To me, that would, the person has a 9 to 5?
No, they do all of those things.
That's a hustler.
That's a hustler.
That's a hustler.
Okay.
That's a hustler because their main hustle is hustling, right? They have like a whole bunch of revenue streams. It's so diversified, where the side hustle person is someone who, I'm a banker, I
Okay.
work at a park.
Okay.
I work at a bank, and on the side, I'm making earrings. I'm selling T-shirts, and that's a side hustle. Hustler is someone that is exactly what you just said.
So what's the difference between a hustler and an entrepreneur? Because some entrepreneurs have like.
So okay, all entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, are hustlers,
Okay.
but not all hustlers are entrepreneurs.
Okay. Cool.
So, I mean, that's how I've seen it. And like I said, looking at LinkedIn, people trying to talk about growing a business, developing businesses, and then I look at their profile and it's like, you didn't build a business. When I think of a business, you must be able to walk away, look at your app and go, oh wow, there's more money in my account. That's when I feel someone can legitimately say, you know, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur now equates to being a hustler. And that, like I said, it's not true.
Okay.
Because every entrepreneur is a hustler, but not every hustler is an entrepreneur.
Okay. Right, I want to save your brain cells because we have to prepare for tomorrow's workshop.
we
We're doing
do.
another tag team dynamic duo thing, right?
Yeah, cool.
Red man, method man, or I don't know.
And Orshoya, this is your shirt.
Yeah, I'll see that. Ah!
Anyway, you wrap it up. I always wrap it up so you
Okay.
can have it up.
So long. See you later. Peace.
Woo!